Welcome back, everyone, to day 9 of 12 Days of Crypto. I'm JT, and I'm so thrilled to have you here as we dive deeper into the exciting world of crypto and Web3. You're more than halfway through the series. Give yourself a pat on the back for sticking with it. At the end of this series, you'll have the confidence and knowledge to navigate the exciting world of crypto with ease. If you've been with us for the past few days, you've already taken some big steps, setting up your self-custodial wallet, buying your first crypto, earning rewards, discovering exciting things to do in crypto, and connecting a debt via the Bitcoin.com self-custodial wallet. Give yourselves a round of applause for making it this far. Today, we are diving deeper into Bitcoin.com's decentralized ecosystem, Verse, and more specifically, the Verse Decentralized Exchange, or DEX for short. This is where things start to get really interesting. When we say that an exchange is decentralized, this means that control and decision-making are distributed across a network rather than being managed by a single central authority, like a government, corporation, or bank. What this means for you is that you can interact anytime, anywhere with a decentralized exchange. There's no discrimination or barriers like those in traditional systems. For example, needing a bank account or credit history to transact. Decentralized exchanges usually have lower costs as intermediaries are removed, so you save on fees for transactions. Decentralized exchanges are harder to shut down or censor, giving you more freedom to transact and participate in the crypto economy. If you've been wondering how to take your crypto experience to the next level, whether that's swapping tokens, providing liquidity, or earning yield on the crypto that you hold, then this session is for you. The Verse DEX makes it easy for anyone to trade and grow their crypto assets in a decentralized way. Here's what we'll be covering today. What is the Verse DEX and how does it work? How to use the Verse DEX for swapping tokens, and how to deposit into liquidity pools and farms on the Verse DEX. By the end of today's session, you'll have all the tools you'll need to confidently use the Verse DEX, whether you're trading or providing liquidity. The world of decentralized finance may sound intimidating, but I promise it's easier than you think, and I'll be here to guide you every step of the way. Let's get into it. All right, here we are on the Bitcoin.com self-custodial wallet, and I'm on an Android device. You may be on an iOS device, and that's okay. You can follow along just as well. Today, we'll be talking about the Verse ecosystem, specifically the Verse Decentralized Exchange. Now, head on down to the Web3 Explorer under the Services section, or you can tap on the top right icon. It's a globe icon that will bring you to the Web3 Explorer too. Okay, we've seen this directory earlier in previous calls. And if you want to access the Verse ecosystem, you can tap on this link here where it says Verse ecosystem under Bitcoin.com Web3 services. Right, let's tap into that. All right, so this is the Verse ecosystem where you can find all the tools you need to operate in DeFi. And you can see several decentralized applications within the Verse ecosystem. For example, stake Verse to earn BTC. You can play with the Verse Scratcher or the Verse Clicker and explore the Verse engine. There's also the Verse Decentralized Exchange, or DEX for short, where you can swap tokens and deposit into pools and farms, and also stake to earn more rewards. All right. There's a Verse Lounge, which is a VIP section exclusively for Verse holders, and we'll talk about that in a bit too. Okay, so this page is your entry point into the Verse ecosystem, and again, you can reach this page by entering into the Web3 Explorer in our Bitcoin.com self-custodial wallet and selecting Verse ecosystem. Okay. Today we'll be talking about the Verse DEX, where you can swap cryptocurrencies from one to another. So if you are holding some Matic, BCH, BTC, what have you, and you want to swap to a different token, simply tap on the swap banner here. That will take you to the swap page. You can also access the swap decentralized application via the bottom menu where it says swap right in the middle. All right, so here you're on the swap page, and it's a very simple interface where you can select the wallet that you want to connect to right on top. You can select the tokens that you have on in your wallet currently, and again, you can select the tokens that you want to receive or swap to, and finally, you can look at how the trade would occur and confirm the trade. So let's get into a swap right now. Right, so my wallet is connected and I've selected 0.002 worth of ETH on Ethereum, ETH on Ethereum, and I'm swapping to Verse on Ethereum. All right, so it's automatically updating the rates. So I'm going to get about 3,594 Verse, that's fine. And I can double check the routing. So it's on, again, it's on ETH on Ethereum to Verse on Ethereum. All right, I'm going to confirm trade. Now I have to confirm the transaction in my wallet. All right, there it goes. Now all I need to do is to wait for the transaction to complete. I can also check on the transaction history by tapping on this icon here. Oh, there it's even faster than me. Payment received. I received 3,500 worth of Verse in my Ethereum wallet. So there we go. I just did a swap on Ethereum and received some Verse on Ethereum back. All right. So if you want to select, if you want to swap on other tokens, you can select on, let's say, Polygon. And if you have some Matic on Polygon, you can use that as your origin swap token, and you can swap to Verse on any chain on Ethereum or Polygon if you wish. Right, so you can do same chain swaps or cross chain swaps with the Verse decentralized exchange. All right, cool. So that's the decentralized swap. All right, and I want to show you our pool section. So you can add liquidity to pools on the Verse DEX. So for example, if you have some Verse and ETH in your wallet, you can add both tokens into this liquidity pool, and this will give you about 5% APY, variable APY, and you can earn some yield on the Verse and ETH that you hold. Likewise, if you hold both Wrap BTC or ETH, you can deposit into this liquidity pool, and if you have USDT Wrap Zano, you can deposit it to this at 4% APY. So some of these pools are very attractive. For example, the USDC ETH pool has a 17% APY right now. And of course, these values will change from time to time. So be sure to check in regularly to see what the APIs are, and deposit if you want to earn some yield on the tokens that you are holding in your wallet. They maybe not earning yield. You're not using that to earn any yield currently. You can deposit it into liquidity pools on the Verse DEX to earn some liquidity. All right, so let's check out the Verse ETH liquidity pool. All right, here we are at the deposit section of the Verse ETH liquidity pool. You can enter the amount of Verse that you want to deposit, and that will automatically calculate the amount of corresponding ETH that you will need to accompany it into the liquidity pool. So that's calculated for you automatically. And in order to add liquidity, I must provide equal amounts of both assets of VERS and ETH. And so that is a condition if you want to deposit the liquidity pool. So the fiat value must be equal. So here it's 0.19 cents, $0.19 of VERS, and the equivalent is a $0.19 of Ethereum. All right. If you don't want to deal with figuring out either or, you can use the single asset deposit. So you can choose either VERS or Ethereum to start with, and that will automatically swap the corresponding amount of whatever token you selected, or half of the corresponding amount, and deposit it into the pool conveniently for you. All right. So in this case, it will swap five. Eventually, I will be depositing 500 VERS tokens and 0.0028 worth of ETH. All right. So I won't be doing the deposit on this call, but you can simply tap on confirm deposit and the tokens will be deposited into the liquidity pool. And you will start earning rewards for providing liquidity on the VERSTEX. All right, so that's liquidity pools. You can check out the other liquidity pools that are available. So some of them have very attractive APYs. You want to get in early to enjoy those high APYs before more people find out about it and they get in and start to deposit more. So the APY will change based on participation, and the earlier you're in the liquidity pool, the more the higher APYs you can enjoy. All right. So you can also, so after you deposited into liquidity pools, you will receive what is called a receipt token or an LP token, and you can deposit those LP tokens into farms for earning additional rewards. All right. So assuming that you've deposited into the VERS ETH liquidity pool, you can get those receipt tokens or LP tokens and deposit them into the VERS ETH farm. All right. So currently the VERS ETH farm is paying out 6%, 6.72% APY. Of course, variable. It changes from time to time. And if you have any LP tokens, it will show up here, and simply tap on deposit to deposit those tokens into the VERS ETH farm, and you'll be starting to earn rewards immediately. Right, again, you see the farming rewards is in VERS. Okay, there are other farms in here that may have higher APYs. For example, the ETH USDT farm currently is at 11%. So this will be on top of the LP APY that you're earning. So hop in here to farms to check out the other APYs. Some of them are very exciting. As you can see, ETH USDT now is at the 11%. So it's pretty high. VERS ETH is currently at 6%, right? But there are a lot of participants in the pool, so it's about 231,000 US dollars worth of liquidity in the VERS ETH farm already. Okay. So with the VERS that you've earned from pools and farms, you can deposit the VERS into staking. All right, so tap on the bottom navigation under staking. All right, you can see different types of staking farms where staking programs where you can stake VERS to earn VERS, and this is at 6.44%. All right, you can also look at other staking programs. This one is very interesting. So it has about 745,000 US dollars worth of liquidity in here. And it's offering about 21% APY. So in this case, you stake VERS to earn TBDC, which is a form of BTC. All right, and there are other staking programs here too. You can stake your ETH at a 3% APY. You can also stake USDC at 5% APY. All right, so that's the staking section of the Verse decentralized exchange. Okay. All right, and so that's the short of it for the decentralized exchange, the Verse decentralized exchange. So basically, you can swap to and from tokens that you wish using the swap widget here, and you can select. Right, you can select tokens on Ethereum, Polygon, or Avalanche. Binance Smart Chain or BNB Smart Chain will be online soon, so watch out for that. Okay, and this is the token that you want to swap from. And this is the token you want to receive. Okay, so there's a swap function. We've talked about pools where you can deposit liquidity to earn some APY. And with that receipt token or LP tokens, you can deposit them into farms to earn even more APY in the form of Verse. Okay, and finally, when you have collected all your Verse rewards, you can deposit your rewards into staking. And you can look at the staking programs here. Right, so do check out this particular staking program. So stake Verse to earn TBDC. It's now at 21% APY. Okay, let's go back home. All right, so if you've connected your wallet, you would see that you would have a number here. That's the amount of Verse held across all chains of the Verse ecosystem. So right now we're on Ethereum and Polygon. So it's calculated all the Verse tokens that I have, and I have about 3,594 of them. And why is this important? So if you go down here, there's a VIP section where you can access if you have enough Verse tokens, of course. All right, so this is called the Verse Lounge, and it's an exclusive place for Verse holders. If you hold 1 million Verse and above, or you have staked 1 million Verse and above, or if you have 510 Verse ETH LP tokens deposited into the farm, you will have access to the Verse Lounge on this page. So on the Verse Lounge, you can connect with others in the exclusive Verse Telegram group. You can have access to exclusive information, early bird information that only high rollers or users with a lot of Verse will be able to receive that information early on before the rest, the general public knows of it. So why is this important? If you go back to the farms and staking APYs, all right. So today you see, let's say, Verse ETH at 6%, but this is because a lot of members have moved in and deposited their liquidity in there. When we just launch, when we do launch new farms and new staking programs, the APYs would be a lot higher, in the range of 100%, 150%. Right, so you want to be one of the early birds who get the news and start staking early to capture those higher APYs. So that's the value of the Verse Launch. So again, if you hold more than a million Verse, or staked more than a million Verse, or have 510 Verse ETH LP tokens deposited into the farm, Verse ETH LP farm, you will have access to this information in the Verse Lounge. And of course, you can join us in the Verse Lounge via guild.xyz/verse, and that's where all the discussion and alpha happens. All right, so that's a quick tour of the Verse ecosystem and decentralized exchange. I hope you remember this domain, verse.bitcoin.com. You can access it through the Web3 browser or via your browser on your desktop device. That's your entry point into the bitcoin.com's decentralized ecosystem Verse. All right. And that's a wrap for day 9. Today, we explored the incredible Verse DEX and how it makes decentralized trading and earning accessible to everyone. Whether you're swapping tokens or exploring ways to earn yield on the crypto that you hold, you now have the tools to take full advantage of what the Verse DEX offers. Remember, decentralized systems give you control and freedom, but they also come with responsibility. Always double check the tokens you're swapping, keep your private keys safe, and stay informed as you dive deeper into the world of DeFi. On day 10, we'll continue our journey through the Verse ecosystem and dive into the exciting world of Verse games. If you're curious about how crypto and gaming come together to create fun and rewarding experiences, you won't want to miss this. As always, if you have any questions about today's session, feel free to reach out to us via email at support@bitcoin.com or through our in-app chat. Our support team is here for you, and you can always connect with the Verse community on Discord, Twitter, or Telegram. The links are in the description below. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to share this series with your friends and family who are just starting their crypto journey. Together, we can make crypto easy, fun, and accessible for everyone. I'll see you all on day 10 of the 12 Days of Crypto series. Until then, stay curious, stay safe, and keep exploring the possibilities of crypto. Bye for now.